Alright. Hello. Welcome in. I'm gonna let some people file in. Tonight, as far as you guys know the deal, it's the Randomizer series. We are in the playoffs. We are dwindling down. It's coming to a season conclusion is near, and so far, we've had a pretty good season, a lot of diverse winners, and now we are running the Chili Bowl. You guys know the world famous Chili Bowl. It's a small track in umps. And we're running umps tonight, so Chili Bowl umps equals a little bit of chaos, and fastest in practice won the race. Was surprising. I don't think it was not Royster. He won the practice session, but some people might be quick here, and it'll be fun. A diverse group is gonna be quicker. Some of the leaders we might not see them up front, so it's gonna be fun to watch different variation of speed between some drivers and others. So it's gonna be fun overall, and I just can't wait because Chili Bowl, I've never seen people race. It's a tight track. It's very tight, so they're now just finishing up qualifying, so we will get an invite for one of the heats, most likely, and we can carry on from that point on. So, alright. So, last week's winner, I'll go over the schedule real quick. So, where is it? I know last week, if I'm not mistaken, it was Eggs who got the W, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, Eggs was able to get the W last week, so let me double check so I'm not wrong. No, it was Camo. So Camo was able to steal his one win during the season and his one off, so he was able to win last week. Congrats to him, and now we're going to get on to this week. So this week we are at world famous Chili Bowl. We are down to the 8 remaining drivers in the playoffs. 2 have been eliminated. So I will go over the playoff standings. The 2 who did not run during that round were Sleeman and Corruption. They are both eliminated officially as of last week. Now Eggs currently leads your point standing with 3 wins. Frost sits second in points. Matt Hatchet sits third, and Bums and all of them are tied. So Bums, Hatchet, Thunder all have wins. Saints, Mystical Bloom, and PVJ Racing are trying to upset them and make the final 4. I think if I had to predict something, Frost and Eggs are pretty much locks. Whereas Hatchet and I think Bums are kind of, they're mysteries. You don't know how they're gonna do during this round. You don't know if they can win. They have speed at some tracks. It's just it varies and it fluctuates, I guess. That would be the word I would say. I guess the consistency isn't there, I would say. Alright, I'll be right back. I'm gonna be doing something and then Alright. So with that, we're gonna try to get a stream up, try to watch some people, but we gotta turn on the brake. Yeah, I gotta make sure my brake works. We're not going to be adjusting my controller settings because I am not going to play this game on controller. We're going to try to figure out someone if they're going to go live soon. They're probably just now finishing up qualifying. Alright, so we're just now setting it up. They just got their quali done. They're about to set up the heats and get it ripping. Alright, he just restarted good. Alright, so they're now starting up their qualifying session. Hopefully I get an invite. So we're going to be watching bums. I think this is heat number 2. It has Royster, Frost, PPJ Racing, Rolling Thunder, Eggs, and Corruption. Corruption got eliminated last week. Hopefully we get the invite in. I have not gotten an invite. I'm gonna be on this menu. Fuck. Current laps then. This doesn't pop up or I don't get them. Oh, we won't be watching heat number 2. I apologize. Jesus. Save. We should not have damage on. So they have 12 laps. You can see it's banked, and it's really not, in my opinion, a bottom dominant track. Because you can just see it's banked on the bottom end, there's a groove up there, and it's a little elevated. So we really want to be doing is kind of rip in the middle, I guess. I kind of suck at this game, so don't watch me for tips, but it's gonna be hard to pass. Also, point of views, Red Royster or Joyster 566 or something like that has a point of view up as well. So that is good to know. There we go. We're just gonna now wait for invites. Alright, so people who do not make the dash are gonna be Royster, PPJ Racing, Corruption, and they're still getting results. So the dash is gonna be Saints, Frost, Spared, Gibbons, Thunder, Badge, and Eggs. So majority of those drivers, actually half of them think are currently playoff drivers. The only one currently not would be Touchy Air Badge. So he's the only one that's not going to make the main event. Bloom got eliminated, PBJ Racing, Royster, Hatchet, Corruption, and Outlaw. So that is going to be your back half of the field. The feature, Saints, Frost, Spare, Gibbons, Thunder, Badge, and X is going to be your dash. I don't know if we're going to get a point of view, but we'll just continue to run laps if we can. There we go. Thank you, Royster. Appreciate it. Let's get it. Finally, we get some content. Let's go. Alright, we are at the Chili Bowl. Alright, let's get into it. Saints still leading off the start. We see him in that custom 21 car. Here comes Frost in the bottom lane, the 71. Still leads early on in this race. Saints and him battling. You see them pulling side by side. Still 3 wide for the lead. I don't know how many to go. Frost takes over the lead. Saints follows a second. In third is going to be Gibbons. Gibbons had a strong, last time we commentated, he had a strong run. Remember, he finished top 3 and he was competing for the win almost, but couldn't get there. So expect Gibbons to be decently strong tonight. Rolling Thunder, we know how he is, but he currently runs last in this heat. Touchy Air Badge runs in 5th. And still Frost leads over Saints. So they're about, I think they should be under about 6 to go now. I'm going to do an estimate since none of these guys currently have their point of views up. Frost still hanging on. We're almost done. Gibbons sits in 3rd. It's very difficult to pass. I will say that. It's going to be a mistakes-dominant type passing track. Touchy Air Badge is trying to hang on to 4th as Eggs continues to challenge him. We see him 5th. See Saints getting hawked down a little bit by the 3rd place car for Gibbons, but Frost also starting to make a little bit more mistakes up front. And there goes Saints, and he's around. He's down to 5th now in the Chili Bowl. This is the dash, by the way. Frost is now has a clear path to win his heat. or the dash. He's going to start on pole, presumably, if he doesn't make any mistake. He hangs on over the 11 car of Spare Gibbons. Frost is one of the playoff drivers who has said is pretty much him and Eggs are virtually locked, but Eggs looks a little bit slower tonight. And that is the end of the dash. Frost wins over Gibbons. And third is going to be Touchier Badge. So Touchier Badge had a great heat himself. Saints falls all the back to the rear. Starts in, I think that's 5th place. So not a great finish for Spared, but he showed some speed and was able to keep it up there until he made a mistake. So not discouraging. Saints also was in this dash as well. He finished, I think, right behind. Yeah, that was the guy I was talking about earlier. Sorry. Right behind, I think that's Touchier Badge. So Touchier gets a good starting position as well as Saints. 2 underdogs in the field tonight. Alright, so now they're just setting up the lobby. Alright, we're gonna go green very soon. Hopefully they got the lobby set up. We're about to get into this show. It's gonna be a fun one, and it's Chili Bowl. So Chili Bowl's 200% is gonna be 80 laps. So halfway caution is gonna be on lap 40. Remember, if a caution comes out before that, that will shake up the field and space them out. Hopefully, the goal here tonight, I don't think the field will get spread out at all. Alright, Jerry Royster. Don't disappoint me tonight, bums. Mr. Bums. Okay. Alright, we are now live. Audio is good, good. Alright, we're gonna make this party join only, invite only, so we don't have random people hopping in. We're also gonna turn on party audio, so we'll do top 3 tonight. Remember, this is gonna be one of the 2 playoff races during this round, and then we have, after this race, we'll have only 2 more races until the championship race, which will be a fun one. Hopefully we get a good track. You never know with this randomizer series, but it's always the hope to get a good track, especially for the championship. Alright. Now we're just gonna be the waiting game a little bit. They gotta set up, get everyone in, you know, etc. We're gonna look at the daily leaderboard for time. We're gonna look umps up modified at Chili Bowl. Alright, so Frost sits second, so right behind the junior, the Quincher. Oh, I don't know how to pronounce that name. Ling Ling Jr. The fuck is that username, bro? Frost sits second, Rolling Thunder sits third, Touchy Your Pad sits fourth, Saints sits fifth, Egg sits sixth, seventh can be spared. Gibbons in the 11 car, Royster sits 10th. So Royster's not far off. So Royster is there. My personal best is a 10-3. So that's how you know I'm slow. That's why I don't run this series a lot, and that's why I shouldn't run this series at all, because I am slow. I repeat, I am slow at this game. I am just bad at the game. Like, naturally, I'm just bad. Alright, so I am currently doing picks for Oduro as well. We have a podcast coming up at around 10:15 Eastern, so I am getting picks in, getting notebook, getting my checks in, you know, etc. And somebody took Cowboys. Fudge. Damn it. Alright, we're gonna go to Royster's point of view. Oh no, they're going green. The hell? They're going green? What the fuck? Yeah, no, they're going green, guys. They're 2 out of 80 now. They are underway at Chili Bowl. 78 to go in the first half of the race. I'm gonna have to. We have to actually do something here. I feel like I have to be like in their Discord or something now. Because this happened about 2 weeks in a row. We have to do something about this because I feel like I haven't been getting invited enough. Alright, I will just do side-by-side commentary. They have 76 to go. Royster's all the way down to 10th now. He's fallen back a lot since the restart. I don't know who's currently leading. Eggs doesn't have a point of view up tonight, so that's very disappointing on my end. But Royster is streaming. He hits the wall, into the wall he goes again. Still sits in 10th. He's been dropping back slowly but surely. Still trying to make a pass on the car ahead of him. I don't know who that is, but I wish. I have unlocked 3 achievements? Oh, yeah, college football. Jordy Royster currently sits in 10th. Car just reset, and he's up to 8th now. I think that is 9th. So he's up to 9th now as the car had to reset. Something happened to somebody in the front of the field. It's going to be very costly to them. Alright, so Royster moves up to 8th now, and he's still dueling. He's on the inside of another car. He gets around him, so Royster's slowly making his way through the field. He's up to 8th. He's 17 out of 80, so they have about 23 to go until the stage break, if I'm not mistaken. So this is a good race so far. Just a lot of mistakes by the back half of the field, but overall, I mean, Jay Royster's moving through the field. Royster, I need to call him Royster, not Jay Royster, but Royster is currently moving through his field, and he is flying right now. He's currently catching up to a yellow car. Juice box, that is your pick. He's hunned down Juice Box, who currently sits, and I think that is third or in seventh. No, that is the 70. That's a yellow car. It should be Hatchet, if I'm not mistaken, or I think it was Mystical Bloom. Should be one of those two, and he's starting to gain on him. We have about 16 to go till stage break. About 50 to go. Oh, gets in contact with a black car here. They make some more contact side by side. That is the one car. I don't know who that is, but I know he's a lap down, and he gets Royster gets around him cleanly. The leader is about half a straightaway ahead of Royster, and he currently sits in 8th. So we have about probably the top 10, probably lap currently at this point in the field. Oh, Jay Royster around, and he wrecks. He gets lapped. Oh, they're all stacking up. They're stacking up behind in the rear of the field, hitting the wall and everything. Now Royster has a chance of going a lap down as the leader got some contact. Something happened to him. He falls back to the rear. Royster disconnects. Parks it on the wall. I don't know what's going on. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, now I get it. Now I get it. Thank you, Royster. Appreciate it. Okay, thank you, Royster. Appreciate it. I know you don't want. I know you watched. Alright, we're now in the show. Royster had to park it a little bit. I apologize, I probably just ruined his race. But they did call a caution. So caution was called early on in Chili Bowl. We have about 9 to go till they have a competition caution here. And that Rolling Thunder and Frost lead us back to green. And here they go into the Geico restart zone. They are underway again. 9 to go, 8 to go when they cross the line till a competition caution is called. That is PBJ Racing, another playoff driver. Royster up to, I think that's around 8 now. They're all stacking up. Mac Hatchet and the 21 of Saints get together. Saints gets put in the wall by Mac. 3 wide, some more contact. Eggs almost gets turned by Mac. They're just all jangling up together. Frost, currently your leader, is starting to pull away a little bit, but he won't have that much time as we're about to go to caution. 5 to go when they cross the line. Look back in this huge pack spare. Gibbons the 3 of PBJ Racing. They're 3 wide back here. Mystical Bloom also trying to get his way through the field. X and Mac Hatchet dueling for around 5th place back here. You see them. Leaders far ahead. I think that's around 6. Him and Mac still get together. PBJ Racing back here as well. Yeah, and I will say, Bums, aka Corruption's out. Corruption has lagged out or something. They should be coming to white flag for the competition caution at lap 30. That was already, no, at lap 40, my apologies. I am out of it tonight. These camera angles are not good to work with. I'm not even gonna lie to you guys. I'm sorry. Rolling Thunder sits in 3rd. Now the competition caution is out. That's gonna be the second caution of the night, as we had a manual one earlier. Alright, so we saw there was the Chili Bowl is what it is, and it's going to be a little chaotic. Touchier Badge is up to 2nd. Touchier's having a great night for himself. Great points night as well. Remember, he's in the playoffs. He's trying to make the Final Four. Surprise a lot of people. I said earlier, Bums, a.k.a. Royster. Ooh, the one car got into, I think that was someone up front. Who's in the one car? Is Dab Outlaw in the 1. Alright, Frost is going to lead us back to green, and that it's 71. Here they go into the Geico restart zone. They're going to stop it for one more because Dab has to catch up. Here they go onto the back stretch. We're going to enter 43 out of 80. And they're underway again. Frost leads us back to green. How does Tachir Badge race him? Does he race aggressive? He lets up a little bit. Rolling Thunder into the wall. You see them stacking up into the gravel. That's not where you want to be. You just see how stacked up they get back here. Looking back from Frost, though, Tachir is trying to keep up with him. All right, we're 44 out of 80. Coming to 36 to go now. 35 when they cross the line. Oh, they're 3 wide back here. Chaoticness is just the word to say. It's chaotic back here. There's a lot of, I guess, door banging and stuff. I mean, it's Chili Bowl. It's a tight track. Into the wall goes Bums. It's just grouped up. Racing is just chaotic at this type of track. We're going to go on board with Tachir Badge for a lap or two as he tries to hunt down the leader. 33 to go, 32 when they cross the line this time by. So laps are dwindling. Rolling Thunder sits in third, right behind Tachir. Having a great run for himself as Bums slides into the wall. They're 3 wide back here. Miss Kabloom, Bums! They're inside one another. That was so weird. And currently sits in 4th is Eggs. This is one of the guys I said was a lock. He's been pretty much one of your dominant drivers of the season so far. I would consider him a lock overall for the Final Four, but you never know what could happen in these 2 races. He currently sits in 4th. That's why I say playoffs are surprising races. Anything could happen, really. PBJ Racing currently sits in 9th. We have about, I think, 28 to go when they cross the line. Let's go Bloom in the 9 car. You see him running fairly well for himself currently. I think that's ahead of, yeah, that's ahead of Bums and all company. Catch it. I think he runs just inside the top 5. Dab Outlaw trying to prevent himself from going a lot down as Frost is now. Did he get past? No, he did not. Okay, I'm trying to get up to the lead. Frost should be your leader as we're starting to see some lap cars get into traffic. Some leaders getting in traffic now. This Rolling Thunder, I think, currently sits in 2nd. We're trying to get an update on the leaderboard. All right, we're coming to 22 when they cross the line. It'll be 21 to go. Frost should be your leader. He's catching up some of the lap cars. That is Spare Gibbons ahead of him. No, that's, yes, that is Saints. That's 21 of Saints. That is a playoff. Remember, you don't want to get lapped this short of an event. It is not a good sign. Saints is one of your playoff drivers. I know Frost wants to get around him. Was it really worth risking getting alongside someone who's going to be aggressive? Like Saints is. Like, he's already battling with the 1 car. So, him and Dab Outlaw already they're already making some contact. I wouldn't want to be in that mess. It's 18 to go when they cross the line this time by. I mean, you got to get around them somehow, but they're just going to stack you up, and that's going to bring back rolling. 70 to go now for the leader. It's 21 of Saints, puts it in the wall, so Dab Outlaw takes over that spot, and he moves up to 11th. I think that's actually 10th now since someone disconnected. Into the wall he goes again. As we see Frost trying to get around him. Remember, this is going to shake up the playoff standings as well, because Bums is not having a great run. He was in the top 5. Now he's going to drop outside the top 5, now currently in points. But Frost having a dominant, and Bums is around! That might be a caution is out, maybe. We won't call it, but Bums went around, saved it luckily. Kept it straight, so they're not going to be a caution for that. Caution is out. Caution is called. Late in the race, there's a caution at Chili Bowl. Oh no. Frost is like, this is an easy win for me, and he didn't want this caution coming out at all. He did not want a caution being called at that time, and that's could cost him potentially his win here. We'll see if he gets a great restart like he has been all night. Do we see Austin Dillon types in? They're underway again at Chili Bowl. Rolling Thunder sits in second. Into the wall, the people in the rear go. Mac Hatchet clears himself. Back up to the lead, we're gonna try to get up there. Frost hangs on, they're gonna be sliding up a ton right now. Rolling Thunder and I think that's 11 car trying to catch up to the leader. But your badge has ran well all night. Barrett Gibbons currently runs, I think that is in the 5th spot. Yes, right behind Eggs, who currently runs in 4th. Yes, that is touch your badge. We're under 7 to go now. Caution. Cutoff is about to happen. 6 to go when they cross the line here. Rolling Thunder trying to catch the leader. 6 to go at Chili Bowl. Caution cutoff is 5 to go. And they're spread out a little bit now. Can Rolling Thunder catch up to the 71? 5 to go at Chili Bowl. The laps are dwindling. Rolling Thunder is trying to get there. We're going to go on board. We're rolling for the last 5 laps. 4 to go now. You just see how consistent the 71 is with his line. He slides up and gets the throttle down really well. 3 to go at Chili Bowl. He is hanging on right now. We're going to go up on board with Frost, who currently leads, coming to 2 to go now. 2 to go at Chili Bowl. You see him now pulling away. We're coming to white flag. White flag in the air. That line is consistent down the backstretch for the final time, and he wins at Chili Bowl. And he's going to win it. Congrats to Frost. Frost secure his I think that's his 2nd W of the season, locks himself into the championship. And Royster's recovered to finish 4th. Eggs surprisingly fell to 6th, so Eggs did not have a great show for himself. So Frost, Rolling Thunder, Touch Your Badge. So Touch Your Badge really had a great run for himself, and that's probably going to put him in the top 30 points. Congrats to him. All right. See the lap times, Eggs, quickest in overall, so he takes the fastest lap reward. So Frost secures the second W of his season, locks himself into the next round. That was a great race by him, pretty much on all fronts, was able to pull away. Really had no contention at the end there, so he secured the W. So, I don't know if they do a win-and-in system, but I would say if Frost shows up next week, he's the lock to make the Final Four. Congrats to him, and that is a great start. That is amazing news for him, as he's been one of the top 3 dominant cars of the season so far. Also, a lot of chaos during the rear of the field, and it's the Chili Bowl. Stuff is going to happen towards the back of the pack, and a little bit of chaotic. But overall, I mean, the racing was fine. The camera angles are weird at this type of track, too.
Racing back there, was it good?
I didn't get invited for the first 20 laps, but after that, I mean, it was fine after that. You should invite me. You should invite me sometimes. You know, I should message you and you just invite me. Like, you're not on a wheel. Yeah, I should message you then. All right, we gotta get what's his name? We gotta get 2nd place and 3rd place. It was the cheer badge. We gotta get him in here. Come on, man. And then we gotta get 2nd place was Rolling Thunder. He doesn't do interviews. I forget. Rolling doesn't do interviews.
I don't know if they both do interviews, to be honest with you. think Badge is still
Ah,
in the other party.
hopefully he
Oh no,
joins
he
up.
left.
Um,
Oh, there he
oh,
is.
there he is. All right.
And you got
So
to get your
we're
interview.
all right. My audio thing should have an option. I'll turn it back on. You guys should have an option to include your audio. Make sure to include it if you haven't already. And we're gonna testing. Hello, Badge. How you doing? Make sure to include your audio. Alright, so tonight was the first playoff race of the round of 8. You had a great run for yourself. What was something about the track that really helped you out to secure the top 3? And I think you were running second for a vast majority of the race, if I'm not mistaken. Like, what was about the track that you really liked? And overall, what do you think about heading to next week to make the Final Four? Ooh, you were the spoiler. Sorry. Yeah, it definitely was fun watching you guys run top 3. I'm sorry about that again. I thought you were in the playoffs because I just you haven't run enough this season. I don't remember. I gotcha. But either way, congrats on your top 3. Will you be here next week? Spoil some guys' playoff runs. That is one word I like to hear. Alright, congrats on your top 3, and hopefully we hear from you next week as well.
Thank you, Badge. Yeah.
Alright, this would be the section where we usually would have second place, but Rolling Thunder doesn't do interviews. But that run from him, pretty much, if he runs next week, I think he would be locked in unless he has a horrible run and finishes last. So I would think a top 3 run would be good enough, but you never know. Alright, on to our winner tonight. Pretty much a dominant car. I saw in the first half. Frost, how you doing, man?
Doing well after that. I figured it'd
You
be a crap show, but it was pretty decent.
Well, I had the prediction earlier. I said this before the race started that pretty much you and Eggs were my locks for the top 4, and well, one of the locks pretty much dominated all night. Congrats to you. I think this basically locks you in for the next round. What are your thoughts on what was about the track that helped you really gain that speed and were able to hold off a lot of people? You're even pulling away from second place a lot of the times at the end there.
Well, I think it was my entry into the corner because I could enter low and drift up high and not hit the wall and get the run off. That really helped, especially with the last few laps. So I was doing that and it really helped. And yeah.
Hey man, I saw it too. You were sliding it up and you were just able to get the throttle down a lot sooner than everybody else, and it capitalized massively for you. Any shout-outs to anyone tonight?
Yeah, shout out to my future teammate, Eggs. I don't know where he finished. I think he finished in the top 5, I believe.
I think he finished 6th. He fell off
6.
at the end there, sadly. Yeah, Royster finished 4th, so.
Well, still a good run.
Could have a play
either
about
way.
it. Yeah, still a good run. You got another win. That's your second win of the season, so great momentum. You got.
I was hoping to get this win, you know. Finished
You
third, was running at second at Lucas Oil, and I went over the edge there. Then Street Stocks at Weed Sport had Camo and B13 spoil the party. Finished third in that race, so this was redemption for sure to finally get a win.
You've definitely been one of the best drivers in terms of the playoffs so far overall, and you and Eggs. Well, it's going to be fun to see you guys work together next season. Sadly, I will not be here, but what are your thoughts if, I know, unless you don't show up next week, what are your thoughts on the championship? I don't know, what are your plans going into that race, preparation, I guess?
Just
Because it will
keep
be
doing,
UMPs. It will
keep
be
doing what
umps.
we've been doing. Just, figuring I'm not really good in UMPs, but I just figure it out as the race goes on and take it from there.
Go with the flow, essentially. All right, congrats on your win again.
Thank you.
Next week will be Street Socks, and I will be in the booth because shenanigans that happened the last time I was on the booth was kind of crazy. But overall, the racing was good tonight. We got some decent finishing, and we got I think it was a second win for you as well. So congrats to everyone who made the playoffs, the round of 8. We'll see you guys next week for the elimination race.